Hi, so we're still in lockdown. This is the not entirely sure what day the lockdown we're on, because to be honest, I don't even know what day it is today. Because I'm not at college, I don't have a routine, so I'm just basically going about my day, not knowing what time it is, not what day it is. You know, what day is it? Monday. Monday. Today's Monday. So, I want to do a straight male corrective look. I wanted to do this look because I feel like makeup is always directed towards females, obviously, of course, because it tends to be more women and more females that obviously wear makeup and are more drawn to it, and they can do more with it essentially as well. And that is, women are more the target audience of makeup. But I'd noticed recently, like in some adverts, like for Superdrug, there was one for a oh, what's it called? It will come back to me. But in this Superdrug advert, they were advertising like lipsticks and powders and foundations and creams and everything, and they had three females doing the makeups and modelling and sponsoring them, and they also had a male, which I was shocked to see because never, I'm 23, and never throughout my whole life I have never seen a male on the TV like advertising makeup and being a model and a spokesperson for makeup. So I was quite happy and quite like really over the moon to see that, because it just shows how far we've come like when it comes to things like makeup and gender stereotypes and pinks for girls, blues for boys, trucks is for boys, baby dolls are for girls, girls are given prams while boys are given trucks. It's like everything has a label, everything is, this is for this sex, this is for that sex, this isn't for this sex, this isn't. So, you know, I feel like it's good that that's starting to be, I think it's been that way for a long while. It obviously has, it's been that way for a couple of years, but it's good to start to see it on the TV and really come mainstream, and to see that they're using more male models now to advertise makeup, to say it's okay for males to wear makeup. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I know a lot of males don't want to do full glam like foundation, contour, setting powder, eyeshadow. That's fair enough. But I do know that for males, a lot of males have See, this is why I should have just stayed to 6th year in school and not like left halfway through 4th year. Like, I can't even get my words out. So, this is why. What the fuck was I saying? Right. This is why I want to do this video, because when I was younger, when I had clear skin right up until I was about 15, and then I started to get really bad acne, really bad spots, really red, blemish, splotchy skin. It was really irritating. I hated the look of it. I was very self-conscious about it. I just hated it. I wasn't aware about the products that were out there at the time that would help me cover my skin up, or that could help reduce the redness or the inflammation, or would just conceal it. I wasn't aware about that at the time. And the stuff that I was aware about at the time, like your concealers and stuff like that, I thought, okay, that's just for women, I can't use that, blah 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 blah, you know, men shouldn't be wearing that, blah, 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 because society leads you to believe that that's wrong, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't, that's makeup, that's for women. So I wouldn't have dared back then even touching that when I was feeling self-conscious to like cover up a spot or a blemish, or I wouldn't, that would never even cross my mind, because I just thought, nah, it's just not what guys do. Anyway, so the reason I want to do this video is because I wanted to show you some products that I think are good for covering up spots, acne, redness, blemishes, or any like wee like cuts or anything you may have on your face that is annoying you, that is bugging you, that is getting to you, or you feel self-conscious about as a male. I'm not saying go out there and do it, because you don't have to. That's what this is about. This is just about products that you can use that will cover up any redness or anything that is annoying you on your face, i.e. a spot, whatever. and it's totally unnoticeable. You won't, no one will know you're wearing makeup. No one will even notice it. It is very subtle, and it is like to the eye, it's unnoticeable. So as you can see, like I have a big fucking spot on my forehead. Like my skin's really cleared up. If I was younger, it's really cleared up because as I got older, and I started doing makeup and stuff like that, and getting into makeup, I started really taking care of my skin, like cleanse, tone, moisturise, eye creams, face masks, exfoliators, like the amount of money I've spent on all this shit, like I don't even want to think about it because it's depressing, to be honest. But so some of the products that I when I wake up like as today and I have a big spot on my fucking forehead, I'm so sorry. I do apologise for offending you with the size of my forehead. Oh, I can get a wee eyebrow lift. Anyways, so I don't know why that came into my head. I just pulled my eyebrows up there and I thought, you know that kind of fake supermodel like. Anyways, shut up, David. So, what I like to do is, if I just want a nice natural, I want my skin to have a wee glow, and I want all the redness and all the blemishes and all the shittiness covered up. So I like to use, don't get me wrong, I use all different products, but this is one that I've had for a long while. Butterfingers. This is one that I've had for a long while. Do you know what? I'm going to sit on a pillow because I feel like I'm way down here, and like I look really small. So I'm just going to sit my big fat lazy ass on this pillow. So the first thing that I like to use is L'Oreal Paris Celeste Magic BB Cream. Now this is an anti-redness skin enhancer. It's infused with fig extracts and it's 24-hour hydration. Now it's a lightweight formula enriched with smart pigments that which transfer on contact with the skin. It helps conceal the appearance of redness while providing UV protection and hydration. It's weightless on the skin, so it doesn't feel heavy, and it's good for sensitive skin, and it says it gives you that natural nude, natural look. So you don't, depending on my skin, I'll sometimes apply this to my whole face and then blend it in. Or if there's just a particular thing I want to hone in on, I'll just do that. So I like to use my fingers. Other people use sponges or whatever it is they want to use. I like to use my fingers. So I apply a tiny wee drop to my finger. And especially with these bottles, you have to make sure you put the lid back on them because like I've left that open before and it's like just all spilled out. Because it isn't like a bottle that sits like that. It's like, so it all just drops out. So I like to use my finger. Obviously, you know, I can because it's me. And, you know, health and safety and all that. And hygiene, it's like me. I can do it all myself. So I like to just dab that on. And I like to just dab. And I just keep dabbing until it starts to blend in. I mean, like, as you can start to see already, like, that spot I had there is, like, starting to become non-existent. Haha. Haha. So get the rest of the product off on that. I then like to go over it. Oh my god, I've just broke my concealer. Oh. Can't even get it to buy it. Oh wait, okay. We fixed it. DIY queen. Oh. For fuck's sake. Get it the gun, man! Sorry, so I then like to go over it with concealer. Just a tiny little drop. Now I use my fingers for the green stuff, but I'm going to use this little sponge just to dab in the concealer. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm only using a tiny bit of concealer because I feel like a tiny little bit is all that it's needing to kind of cover up the redness in this spot. But if it's obviously a bigger spot or the redness is, you know, there's a lot more out there, then you can apply a lot more. And obviously you can apply a lot more of the Celeste L'Oreal green correction makeup as well. So fact, you know, I think I can probably let more concealer because looking like right up that is still starting to kind of show a wee bit. Now I love these concealers because it's like you just I know the other ones are like wands, but I feel like wands it can like scratch. I don't know. I don't know. I just like this one. I don't know. So I'm going to use my sponge and I'm going to just buff that out. Sorry, something I forgot to say. Bearing in mind, like, when you are buying concealer, try and get a concealer that's going to match your skin colour or is similar to your skin colour or your skin tone. Because you don't want to be very pale faced and then buy a dark concealer and like you've got this big, like say you're very pale faced and you've got a spot and then you apply this big dark concealer, it's going to show. You have to get a concealer that is matched to your skin tone or is as close to your skin tone as possible and matches you, so when you do cover it, it's going to blend in with your natural skin tone, your natural skin colour. So that's been that. Just buff that out a bit more. I then like to use the L'Oreal BB cream. Now, what a BB cream is it's basically just a tinted. It's basically just a tinted moisturiser. I know I look like shit and I need to shave. Like, this is what quarantine does. I need my eyebrows done. I need a shave. Like, don't judge me. So this. It's basically a tinted moisturiser, so it's good if you're wanting to, if you're up early in the morning, you've got to get up and go, or you've got a meeting, work, college, school, whatever it may be, and you want that really nice, natural look, no makeup look. It's good for a no makeup look, but what it's also good for is covering up spots and giving you a nice tanned glow. Well, that's another thing, it's also good for giving you a bit of colour, which who doesn't love looking nice and bronzed? So I like to use, sometimes like, if I'm maybe going to college or I'm working or whatever, I like to apply this to my whole face. It's just to give my face a bit of colour and just kind of cover up any like anything that's mismatching and just isn't working. So, but I also like to use this for covering up spots because I like to use that and then that because it just, the two of them together, match made in heaven. So yeah, again, I'm just going to apply it, and this comes out white, not brown. So you actually don't need a lot of this, to be honest. You actually don't. Like a couple of wee squishes of it and it just does the whole face. This, I actually got this like a good few months ago. I'd say way before Christmas, and I use it all the time. And I've still got a lot of it left, so you don't need a lot of this. So I'm going to dab that on. I think I've maybe done a bit much there, but we'll just fling it in anyway. They would honestly learn to talk properly. So I'm going to go back in with my sponge and I'm going to just dab that out. Yeah, like blend that out, sorry. Blend. See, and that's actually starting to cover up. As you can see, it's got, you know, it's starting to actually. Oh my god. Well, here's me thinking it what. Do you know what it is? It's got one of the like round head things on it, so this is not for covering up. We'll go back in with some concealer. Oh shit in hell. I think this is going to be one of these spots that just isn't for playing ball. Usually I can cover up. Oh, okay. Right. So I'm just going to blend this out more. And as I said, you can apply more concealer or more of the BB cream over it if it isn't covered. Because let's be honest, like, sometimes, especially for a spot like that, that's got like a head on it, it just ain't for playing ball half the time. So, got a shoulder. So, as you can see, I'm still buffing this out. But as you can see, that